Thought for the day. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them.
Welcome to 7 Minutes for Yourself. I'm Christina Aina, and I'm so glad you've joined me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. Let's take this time to reconnect with ourselves and improve our well-being.
In today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself, we discuss 5 habits to do at the start of each week for increased productivity. Have a listen.
After studying hundreds of high performers across many fields, whether business, entertainment, art or sports, I discovered that most of them have a Sunday ritual in which they do 5 specific things that help them perform at peak productivity levels during the following week. These 5 habits only have to take about 30 to 60 minutes, so you can spend the rest of the day relaxing and doing other fun stuff. Yet, the payoff will be more than worth it. Habit number 1. Setting goals. One of the things that highly productive people do every Sunday is setting new goals for the week ahead. It may only take a few minutes to do, but it will make you a lot more productive and, ultimately, successful. Most people already do some form of goal setting. Often, they set long-term goals for themselves, such as 1-year or 3-year goals. Unfortunately, however, most people fail to achieve these bigger goals because they don't take consistent action upon their goals on a daily or weekly basis. The antidote to this is to break your bigger goals down into smaller ones, such as quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily goals, so that you have multiple checkpoints on your road to achievement. When you only have goals that have their deadlines somewhere far into the future, you won't feel the pressure or motivation to work hard on them in the short term. However, by setting 1 to 3 weekly goals for yourself every Sunday, you're building a goal achievement system around you that ensures you take consistent action in the short term, which helps you in achieving your long-term goals. Therefore, every Sunday, take a few minutes to set 1 to 3 weekly goals that will help you get significantly closer to your monthly, quarterly, and yearly goals. Make sure that you set very precise and specific goals so that you can clearly measure your progress and define when you've achieved them. Habit number 2. Planning the upcoming week. Besides setting goals, highly productive people also take a few minutes to plan their upcoming week. This one thing alone can provide so much clarity and structure to your work, as you know exactly what and when you need to work on certain tasks. Planning your week removes a lot of ambiguity, which is key in working without friction and keeping procrastination low. Furthermore, you can make sure that you actually achieve your weekly goals as you protect the time for them beforehand. As Abraham Lincoln said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." Personally, I like to schedule my week both in Google Calendar and a physical calendar, so that I can be confronted with it multiple times during the day. This helps me to stay focused and work with clarity. I clearly notice that when I don't schedule my days and weeks, I waste much more time working on lower priority tasks. I experience more friction, and I tend to procrastinate much more. However, as soon as I have full clarity about what to do and when to do it, the provided structure helps me to be much more effective. Bonus tip: protect the mornings to work, distraction-free, on your most important tasks. The rest of the day will feel like a breeze. Furthermore, you'll consistently make progress on your most important projects as you prevent yourself from procrastinating on your important tasks when using this rule, which I call eating your veggies first. Habit number 3. Reviewing the previous week. By reflecting on what went well and what didn't go well, you can gather valuable insights that will help you work even more effectively next week. In fact, I've experienced that by merely reflecting on your progress and achievements for a few minutes each Sunday, you can save yourself days, weeks, or even months of hard work. When you step back from your work and reflect on what's going well and what can be done better, you slowly but surely remove the productivity sabotaging blind spots out of your life. This will save you a lot of time, frustration, and energy in the future. Habit number 4. Journaling. Journaling is incredibly powerful for gaining mental clarity. as you're getting thoughts and ideas out of your head and onto paper. When you find yourself worrying about a few things, your internal chatter can hinder you a lot in staying focused and productive. By getting them out of your head and onto paper, you'll find that the inner chatter calms down a lot. This frees up your mental energy and headspace to think clearly, solve problems, and generate new creative ideas. Furthermore, I like to write out any ideas that I have so that I can determine the next action steps and work them out with more structure. If the idea turns out to be valuable, I can then schedule some time for it in the upcoming week, or even set a weekly goal based on it. Therefore, I encourage you to sit down with a pen and journal for at least 15 minutes without distractions and see what comes up. You might just be surprised by what you'll find. Habit number 5, reading. Through reading, you can learn from the people who have walked the path before you. You can learn from their mistakes without having to make them yourself and shortcut the process towards achieving your goals. This makes you more productive and better equipped to achieve your most ambitious goals.
That concludes today's episode of 7 Minutes for Yourself. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. Today and every day with your kiddo is a gift. Enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in.